Hey y'all, I'm Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages, okay? Like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment, okay? It is always and forever going to be loved and appreciated. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, all beings of the highest, purest white light with the best interest of me and the collective at heart, you are always and forever welcome into my readings, okay? Please give my wonderful, fabulous, amazing Piscean Seer family the best and most accurate information for them at this time. Okay, so this is an Anansi reading. Okay, so they had me watching this old ass version of Alice in Wonderland, but it was called Alice in the Looking Glass. And it was from like 1999, okay? 1999 could be significant for you. You could be seeing any combinations of ones or nines. You could be a life path number 1 or 9, okay? And then we got Cassiopeia, okay? So it is number 23, okay? So you could be life path number 2, 3, or 5, or you could just be like, I feel like there's like this huge change of energy like coming, okay? It's coming. And it's going to be a very powerful thing, okay? The song said, I can't believe we made it. This is what we thankful for, okay? This big energy wave is coming. It says, she said, have you ever seen the crowd going ape shit? Okay, look, give me my check, put some respect on my check, pay me in equity, okay? There's some big energy coming in, okay? So it says, celebrate your achievements, but not by boasting, okay? Humility is needed for this big shit that's coming in, okay? Humility is needed, okay? An arrogant or boastful person around you may soon see consequences for their hubris. Shame is a complex emotion, and is there a reason, just like anger? Okay, my bad. Shame is a complex emotion and is there for a reason, just like anger, but we should never hold on to shame for long. A healthy amount of pride is good. You should love who you are and what you can achieve. Do not compare yourself to others. Okay, but I'm not done reading though. Oh, it says Cassiopeia and the Queen of Ethiopia, wife of King Cephas, she had a daughter, Andromeda, who was a great beauty. The Nereids were the sea nymph daughters of Nereus and Doris. They were deity of great beauty and represented all aspects of the ocean's richness and bounty. They protected those who made their living on the sea, sailors and fishermen, and were often seen assisting those who had been caught in storms or shipwrecks. It says Cassiopeia began to boast that her daughter was more beautiful than all the Nereids. This, of course, was disrespectful, and it caught the ear of the sea god Poseidon and the Nereids themselves. While no one begrudged that Cassiopeia was proud of her daughter's beauty, what was wrong was the way she boasted about it. This lack of humility resulted in a terrible act of retribution by the sea deities, with Andromeda ready to be sacrificed by the sea monster Cetus, okay, which is right here at the bottom of the deck, okay. It says fear, okay. So I feel like maybe with this big energy, is also coming in this big wave of like negative karma. Like I feel like the tables are turning. So it says instead, no, it says you should feel some pride in a job well done, a challenge overcome, or a big achievement. In fact, some folks find it hard to mark their success in some positive way. However, it's the way you express your success that matters. You don't need to compare your achievements to others, even in sports. Sticking to your own game plan is often key to triumph. Instead of plastering on social media how much better you or your children are, perhaps a more elegant, and meaningful way to do it respectfully is with no comparisons or to simply have a private celebration. One of the big compliments given today is that someone is accomplished yet humble. The Romans and Greeks warned against hubris and boasting and the consequences featured in many myths. So it says, I can be successful and mark my triumphs as well as show humility, And I feel like you really do have this power. I feel like you're proud, but like in a happy and respectful way. I don't feel like your pride is something that burdens you. And I feel like there are others who are burdened by, like it said, the acts of the hubris, okay, or of the of the mind, the ego. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, I'll get these and then I'll do that. So the first thing that I wrote on here is it's mapped out like a big chessboard. Not checkers. This chess, look what just happened to the deck, okay? But look, this the Nine of Pentacles, okay? I feel like, of course, that Nine of Pentacles speaks for itself. That's your energy, I feel like you're about to like have to, not like you're gonna have to watch, but I feel like you could be very aware of people's like burdens and things like that. I feel like your ancestors are making you very aware of who stabbed you in the back and who's getting karma for that shit. Okay, we got the Ten of Pentacles because this is what you really truly are attracting. Like I feel like you have jumped up to this next step. Let me just grab this chunk right here. Okay, we got the Ace of Swords sticking out. Okay, because you stand in your truth. We got Temperance because you're a beautiful earth angel. We got the King of Swords and the King of Wands. Okay, this could be people outside of you who think that they can play chess better than you, but really they're just playing checkers, okay, trying to come in the way of your wish fulfillment and you're moving forward, okay? They got their eyes on you and your potential and how you slid in from out the cold, I feel like they refused to give it up, when it came to stopping you or separating you from the bag or whatever it is that you're meant to get, trying to come in, like they tried to send a lot of conflict in your way, But I feel like you really learned how to stand your ground, and look at the Star, the Empress, and the Knight of Wands, okay? And I seen 7-Eleven, like you're meant to make this passionate movement forward, because you really do have a lot to be proud of. You're really in a very wise energy, I was thinking when I looked at this before I pushed record, I was thinking like, chess is a game of skill. It's a game that requires thought, you know what I mean? Of course, it could be played by memory, but I think that it's a little bit deeper than that, It's about like, it's really an exchange of energy, like in a deeper sort of way, And like you can learn something from playing with a new opponent, is what he's saying. I don't even play chess, but this is what he's saying, okay? He's like, but you do play chess, okay? In real life. Look, we got the Hermit. Okay. So I feel like nobody could really get you, like your wisdom kind of covers you as far as like people trying to play tricks on you or trying to like confuse you in any way, okay? The first thing that I wrote on here was 1999, okay? It says, believe to bring spiritual awakening and growth, okay? This is what your energy really does bring to people, okay? We got the Page of Cups. I feel like you awaken people emotionally, and get them to look into themselves and see in what ways they can grow. You teach them to stand their ground and you really work as a team with them. You really walk people right out of conflict, And I feel like your skills are going to come in handy in the very near future, okay? Yeah, with the Hanged Man, like your energies that you're bringing in from the divine, through that beautiful crown chakra that you have, you are a very powerful tool that is needed in this journey. And I feel like you just really need to hear that, okay? It says encourages you to feel the feelings, but not to get trapped or stuck in them. So, this has definitely been happening to me too, certain little waves of energy, like one day the energy is like really nasty and just weird, outside, not just like, it's not like, the people around me or nothing. This is like the energy in the air, okay? It is weird. Okay. And, and then 1 minute it's like that. And then it's like, this, like really light, happy feeling. And so I just feel like there's a lot of different energy shifts happening and going on. And you might be feeling this too, okay? It says, get to work and shine your lights to illuminate the way for others, okay? So this is what I was just saying. You're meant to illuminate the way for others. He said 3. I thought I felt one come out, but I only got 2. There's it. There it is. So, next I wrote, you're in the second square to begin with. When you get to the 8th square, you'll be a king. You'll be a queen, okay? So she runs into the queen, and the queen gives her directions to get from the second square to the 8th square so she could become a queen, okay? It says more support is here, okay? So I feel like spirit really does give you guys all the directions that you need, to get to progress in the squares along this journey. First of all, Alice means noble and exalted, okay? It says Alice hit the naming charts at the turn of the 20th century and has remained a loved contender ever since. And I really don't understand why he had me write that, I don't know. Maybe you hit your scene kind of hard, whatever it is that you do, whether you realize that you have like some sort of impact or not. I think you have a bigger impact than you think that you have in whatever it is that you do. Look, it says you've come a long way now, baby. Okay, I can't make it up. Okay, and let me see what this one says. It says noble. Okay, when I looked up noble, it gave me aristocratic. Okay, and aristocratic is a person an aristocrat is a person to the highest level of society. I feel like you're being boosted up to the highest level of society, but it's going to be very important that you follow your channeled messages, okay? This says channeling messages from source, okay? So, if you are a channeler or whatever it is that you do, that you channel, okay, that comes directly from source, okay? Don't get it twisted. You are very powerful, like I said, very needed in this energy shift that's coming up. So I was talking about going from the second square to the 8th square. Okay, so it says, oh wait, no, because I said Alice in the looking glass. I told you what Alice meant, but I didn't tell you what the looking glass meant. Okay, so the looking glass represents the difficulty of discerning truth based on appearance alone. Okay, it says it represents the opposite of what is normal or expected, reversed or topsy-turvy. Okay, so I feel like this is what's going on with a lot of like the information and energy at this time. I feel like your discernment is like the most important thing to you, like the square is also sacred geometry, okay, which talks about stability, okay. It talks about the fixed nature of matter, okay, and strong foundations and order, So I feel like even though the energy is kind of like they're trying to reverse the energy or make you see things all topsy-turvy, you have this stability in your spiritual backing, in your divinity. It says that the square is a symbol of divinity. The examples were a square deal, a square meal, or back to square one. I feel like the people who are pushing these energies at this time, or beings or whatever they may be, okay, they cannot compete with the self-care that's going on out here, with the self-love, and also they cannot compete with your divine support that is here. I feel like maybe they used to be able to affect you with these waves or electronic shit or whatever it is that they're pushing out. They used to be able to deal with that, but they really can't deal with that. Okay. So next, it was the steps. Okay, she was like, you go to the train, and then you have to go through the forest of names. You have to run into Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and something about some water. Then she went to Humpty Dumpty. Then she had to get through the nights in the forest, and then it was Queen all feast and fun. So the train can symbolize a literal journey or trip but also the journeying into regions of the psyche that are unexplored. Okay, so I feel like at this time you have gained access to certain parts of your psyche that you didn't have control over before, and this is all because you started giving yourself this love and really listen to spirit when they had you start pampering yourself and things, even if it felt stupid at first, And I was watching this reading, and the lady was talking about V2K, okay? And I had never watched this reading ever. Her name was The Unseen Truth, okay? And she was like, just look it up, She just kept saying, go look at it. And so I went and I looked at it. And Spirit was like, yeah, let's talk about that. And I just kept being like, are y'all sure y'all want me to read this? Because I Googled it and I read the little document and I just really couldn't believe what the fuck it was talking about, okay? Oh, wow. This says it's a non lethal weapon, which includes a neuroelectromagnetic device, which uses microwave transmission of sound into the skull of persons or animals by way of pulse modulated microwave radiation, okay? Which just, flies freely through the air, okay? It says it is a silent sound device which can transmit sound into the skull of a person or of animals. Okay, it says the sound modulation may be voice or audio, subliminal messages. One application of V2K is use as an electronic scarecrow to frighten birds in the vicinity of airports. Okay, so that is not what I want to see. What I seen was like a document, okay? It was an official document type shit, but they took that shit off. They took that shit down, bruh. But I mean, it's basically mind control, okay? It's basically psychic attacks. This thing is talking about a Q wave defender. Where is it? What is they talking about? Bruh. Basically, they're talking about like psychic warfare, okay? With just electronic waves, okay? Being able to implant, like using telepathy, okay? Hypnosis from a distance, hacking people's brains, okay? and and really inputting messages, okay? And I feel like you need to know that you are very safe from these types of waves or these types of things that are being put out. Okay, you are covered by the Holy Spirit, period. You are a divine being. Okay, so all of the channeled messages that you are receiving are coming from source. Okay, so it said, oh, psychological warfare using your gifts against you. Okay. Also tapping into your gifts. It was talking about being able to see through your eyes and turning your thoughts into actual data that can be read on the computer, like in deja vu. Okay. Where they could literally look at you in that moment in time, okay? But in deja vu, it was saying like, oh, they could only look at things 2 days before, like 2 days in the past. But this is the kind of shit that, they're into, okay? It says, thoughts and ideas and harmful airwaves, okay? It says tracking you, noise made by air released from noise, because my son came in while I was taking these notes and he burped. So I looked up the definition of a burp, okay? And it said it said noise made by air released from the stomach through the mouth, but I just felt like this was their confirmation, like these kind of waves are being released into the air, but it's not affecting you. Okay, this is why it's going to be very important for you to really love yourself at this time. Okay, and to be very persistent about what it is that you're doing, what it is that you're focused on doing for the divine. You just got to stay the course. Okay, also he's talking about like media. Okay, like ignoring the media. Okay, I know for some of y'all, I don't know. I feel like my soul family like really don't watch the news. I don't watch the news at all. Okay. Like not even a little bit. Okay. Because you really truly do just hear about what's going on from other people. Like if it's serious enough, you gonna hear about that shit. Okay. So next is the forest. Okay. The forest represented, because that was the next place she had to go. She had to go through the forest. Okay. The forest represents, it says femininity in the eyes, and it just caught my attention that the eyes were in all caps in the definition that I was looking at. It said in the eyes of a young man in unexplored realm full of the unknown. So I don't know, maybe like some sort of energy that's targeting like the younger men. It says secrets, let the cat out of the bag. I mean, I don't feel like that's really a secret that they've been targeting the young men. But we got risks would take a chance. Maybe there's some sort of new energy that they're trying to push out. Okay, it says gotta start something. So maybe they're trying to, like, I don't know, push out one last thing of nasty energy. But it's like your protection, if you do have children, okay, your protection is strong enough to protect your children too. But your children have their own guides, their own angels. They are dumb protected, okay? Okay, in all the Left Behind movies is what I'm hearing. In all the Left Behind movies, the children automatically go, okay? They are protected. It says, it stands for the unconscious and its mysteries. I feel like they were trying to take this risk, trying to push out these microwave energies or whatever, in an attempt to start something or to like change something as far as the way that we're thinking or the way that we're operating, but they just can't. Okay. So I feel like you've tapped into your unconscious and all of its mysteries already. Like this is why you channel the way that you do. Okay, it says the forest has great connection with the symbolism of the mother. Okay, it is a place where life thrives. Okay, so life is already thriving within you. When life is thriving within you, you cannot be controlled in any sort of way. Okay, we got equilibrium with find your balance, and this is why your balance is so very important to you at this time. So I feel like Anansi saying, like, even when it comes to like people in your family or anybody that you're running into, be full of gratitude. Okay, look at them through innocent eyes, you know what I mean, and keep on working on attracting your prosperity. Like stay in your wholeness as much as you possibly can at this time, and make sure you're being very discerning about the things and people that you're dealing with. Okay, because there's a lot of people holding grudges, you know what I mean, a lot of people feeling exposed or about to be feeling very exposed, and now's the time for you to just have that trust in spirit that you really are protected, and go ahead and act in a very trusting manner. Okay, understanding that you can do anything that you want as long as it's on the up and up. Like, don't worry about nothing. Don't be afraid of anything, but do follow your guidance too. The spirit, like, if you're thinking you like, no, don't do this today, don't fight with that, obviously. And then I wrote Tweedledee and Tweedledum and Humpty Dumpty. Okay, you could have been dealing with three very significant energies, okay, that was trying to like tear you down or take you down or stop you or something. I kind of feel like the energy of this reading is all over the place, but this is the shit that Anansi wants to talk about, so this is what we're talking about. Okay. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Okay, giving me like flying monkey type of energy. Okay, I feel like they could have been doing a lot of hydromancy. Okay, a lot of water spells, trying to make you very emotional, wanting to make you cry a lot. I feel like They could have been on the fence of whether they should keep doing this shit or whether they should just give it up. And, like Humpty Dumpty, he sat on the wall, and eventually Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. And all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty back together again. I feel like people are about to be falling apart in that manner, okay? They will not be able to be put back together again. I'm hearing like the shattering of certain people's mind complexes, or maybe they're going to, like, maybe they're dropping, like, the veil, for a lot of people, like kind of ripping that veil right off their face, okay? And it could cause some people to like crack up, okay? To like lose their shit, okay? Nights in the forest. He told me like I was gonna know what nights in the forest means. I feel like you guys have went through, like, you've made progress in each element, so I feel like you're very safe from this energy again. Like, your connection with the unconscious and with the mysteries of life is something that really protects you in a very strong way, okay? When she walked through the forest, okay, the dude was naming all of these different animals, but they looked totally different, like he was like, oh, look, there's a horsefly, and it was a rocking horse with wings, he was like, there's a snapdragon, and it was, I forgot what it looks like, but it was something weird. No, he called it a snapdragon fly, but it was a snapdragon with wings, okay? And he pointed out a butterfly, but it was just a stick of butter with wings, okay? So the rocking horse represents childhood, innocence, and joy, okay? I feel like these are the energies you're needing to embrace in a major way in order to absorb this awakening, this big wave of energy that's coming in at this time, I feel like a lot of ancient knowledge and memories are about to like rush back. You're about to have some sort of stronger connection that you really didn't have before, okay? And then the rocking horse can also symbolize imagination, adventure, and freedom, So I feel like a greater sense of freedom that you never imagined that you would have, okay? The snapdragon represents spirituality and magical mysteries, okay? So I feel like maybe a lot of your theories or a lot of the ways that you have been thinking about the way that this spiritual journey works, or the way that, what you believe works, okay, is about to be like, you're going to receive some confirmation on these different things and these different ways that you've been seeing things based off of the cold hard evidence that's about to come to the reality, okay? So butter actually symbolized the solid, okay? Butter symbolizes the steady mind that is fixed on God, okay? So I feel like you're about to like get a lot of confirmation and have a lot of great energies come into your life because of the way you've been so solid. You've been so steady with your mind, fixed and focused on God, and fixed and focused on improving yourself. So this is the kind of energy you have attract, okay? It says doing the will of God or the work of God. It says purity, abundance, and the essence of life itself, okay? Look, inspirational creation, okay? So I feel like all of this great energy, all this work that you've put into working for the divine, this has really awakened your alchemy. And like I said, with the nights, you really have made some progress in each one of the elements, in your life. Earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. Really, you've been very innovative, very open to trying, all kinds of different meditations and all of these different things. And now you're this great, beautiful channel straight from the source, So that's why more support has come in. And I feel like you also need to give yourself a little bit of credit, And then the white queen, okay, white gives me that beautiful purity, that pure essence of you, But the white queen says to Alice, when I was young, I believed in 6 impossible things before breakfast, So I feel like this could be what's really got you really open to these adventures, open to this magical portal that is currently open for the collective at this time. You're staying in your innocent energy, like I said, willing to play, willing to discover new things, really understanding that there's so much more to this world, and really understanding where the key lies. Okay, then we got this utopia energy, okay, which is just gorgeous. Okay, it says peace, serenity, and paradise, and then we got dreamscape. Okay, you could be having very interesting dreams. Okay, really like really detailed dreams of like great news that's coming in, you know. I had a dream. Spirit's telling me to tell you this. Okay. I had a dream where I peed a lot. Like I peed so much. Okay. I just kept going to pee. I woke up and I had to pee so bad. I peed like 4 or 5 times in that dream. Okay. And like, Spirit, when I woke up, I Googled the meaning of peeing in your dreams, and Spirit was talking about the relief of pressure. Okay. The relief of so much pressure on your energy. And I was like, wow, that's so crazy, you know? Yeah, we got emergence. Okay. Like there's something really good, very great emerging in your energy. Okay. You are in the energy of creation, in an energy of resurrection. And this energy is very light, you know, and we always talk about that diamond energy. Look at this empowerment at the bottom of the deck. Okay. We always talk about that diamond energy where you're put under so much pressure and pressure and pressure. And now I feel like that pressure is finally getting relieved, especially when it comes to other people like having the ability to knock off your balance or to come into your life and instigate anything. And that includes, you know, the government or anyone sending out the stupid like waves or whatever. Like they really think it's a game. Like they really don't believe that the energy has changed. And I feel like God is finna show them some, okay? He finna show us something, y'all. He gonna show us something too. We finna see some shit, okay? Look at the high priestess and the chariot. He finna show them something. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. What's awakening and inspirational creation? Okay, we got the Page of Pentacles. Like, I feel like, you know, we all have been sort of just sitting around collecting our power, building our potential. Like this is what our support has been trying to get us to. You know, I feel like at this point, you know, of course we're all, you know, in different places, but I feel like our vibrations are closer to each other's than they have been in a while. Of course, that doesn't mean everybody, you know. Of course, there's certain peoples with the Eight of Chalices that a lot of us have walked away who are still in those negative, lower vibrational energies, you know. They just choose not to go into the light, and that's fine. Some people, it's just not their journey. They just walk a dark journey, and they just meant to just fuck with you, fuck with the light beings and help you. They have a contract with you. They meant to come in and disrupt your life and, you know, have you leave with more respect for yourself or saying, I'll never do that again, you know, and that's fine. Okay, what's adventure and utopia? The Seven of Scythes, okay, or the Seven of Swords, okay? The sneaky ones, okay? This is what I'm saying. I feel like we're coming out of this energy where the sneaky and underhanded people, you know, seem to have more power, you know? The people are really just disrupting all this peace, okay? Hierophant, which is God energy, but it's also Masonic energy, okay? Depending on what deck it is. So we're going to take it. The burps, okay? We're going to say that this is God is finna show them something, okay? He got his fingers out like, I'm going to teach you a lesson. I feel like there's a lot of energies out here who feel like they're very educated on the way things go, and they finna find out that God could change the way things go at any moment. So you gotta stay on your toes, okay? Look, we got the Three of Pentacles, okay? And you are someone who works very closely with God, you know? And you've come so far, like, so please don't stop whatever it is that you're doing, because now is a very detrimental time to the energy, okay? You could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, okay? And also, I feel like this is the Queen of Chalices. That's why I said that, you know. You also could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Aries. I didn't mean to say that, but you could be an Aries or Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, okay? We got the Six of Stakes and the Two of Swords, you know, where he's seeing things very clearly, okay, and the Nine of Pentacles, because I feel like, you know, you've done everything. Like, you are very emotionally mature, and I feel like Anansi wants you to stay there, but also he wants you to have a lot of fun with it, you know, and to just realize, like, if anything seems weird or the energy seems off, that you always have the angelic realms on your side. Your angels are always here, always in your energy, always with you, okay? There is no such thing as you picking up an energy attachment at this time, okay? You are so far beyond that place, okay? What's the Page of Pentacles and the Eight of Chalices? Okay, the Anticarana Bridge, you are so beyond that. Okay, you are not going to, like, you are not open to anything attaching to you. You have literally crossed the rainbow bridge into resurrection, like, and there's this big energy shift. Like, this energy is at a place where it's coming full circle, and I feel like this is about to be very obvious to everyone. Okay, look, the celestial channel, like I said, you are this beautiful channel. Okay, trust what you are hearing. Okay, what God is telling you, how he's leading you to move. Get into the things that you love and really put your energy into that, and really focus on just taking care of yourself. Okay, I don't know why, but I feel like I'm getting a little bit emotional too, you know? And then hidden beauty is catching my attention, you know? So if you do feel like, you know, there's some things that are maybe on your mind, on your heart, whatever, you know, Anansi saying, now's a good time to face that, you know? If you want to journal, if you want to write it down, if you want to just sit down and talk to God about it when you get a moment alone or whatever, you know? And if you know, feel like you have to cry or whatever, like, there is a need for you to really dump any negative energy that you have right now before this big energetic shift comes in. Okay, that's so important for you to, with this, look at this makes more sense. Okay, with this Hermit card and this Page of Cups at the beginning. Okay, with that overall energy, you know, like, refresh yourself in your emotional energy at this time if needed. Okay, and then we got Ascension Flame at the bottom of the deck, because there's a huge ascension coming in. Okay, like, huge. Yeah, a huge light activation. So please, um, it says evolution of spirit, actioning of plans, and transcendence. Okay, big energy. Like, he's showing me like being on a he's showing me like being on an elevator that's going up really fast. Okay, so maybe, like, I don't know, some sort of ascension that maybe you could have, like, feel lightheaded, you know, or feel like your stomach dropped, you know, sort of like when you're on a roller coaster. If you've ever been on a roller coaster, there's a lot of different ways you could be feeling. Like, the other day, you know, I just kept being like, oh, this energy, like, it's so nasty, you know. But I feel like this is like a purging of that kind of nasty energy, and that's why it's so thick in the air. And not only that, they're sort of pushing those energies out, those waves out, to like affect and close off the way that we're already thinking. But because we're aware of it, because the secret's out of the bag, they're just taking more risks with their lives, you know. And I feel like this cat with this space helmet on is even a little bit of a joke about them. Okay, what's the scales of karma? The scales of karma talks about a cycle of disharmony. Okay, creating new traditions and unfortunate events. Okay, so, you know, like I was saying, there's an end to this cycle of disharmony. I feel like the entire collective is receiving a light activation, and that is going to fuck a lot of people up. Okay, we got the angelic realms. Okay, and this is something that is a team effort, you know. But it really is a charity. They really are doing us a service as a collective, you know. So, like, do yourself a favor and rely on your support and on your channel messages that you're receiving at this time. Like, recognize that you've come a long way. And if you see others freaking out, or if you see them acting strange, and you recognize the signs of something that you've been through before, you know, it's okay to reach out a hand and to help them, is what he's really saying. Yeah, with the Crystal Kingdom, because you are a direct channel for source. Okay, it says slowing down materialism and psychic debris. Also, I feel like your spirit guides are keeping you very safe from all of this. Like I said, from these psychic debris that are out here, you know, pay attention to your signs and things like that. And just know, like, if they bring up certain things, you know, certain things that sound kind of deep, or like you could have a philosophical discussion about it, look into those things. Those things hold teachings and certain informations. Okay, look, winged messengers. Okay, these profound thoughts that you could be having are holding a lot of information. A lot of light codes are to be found in books and in music and in movies. Okay, so be very aware that your messages, okay, look at Adsum, okay, be very aware that right now your messages can come from anywhere. And just, this is 222, okay? So something very significant about the number 222. 222 for me is like, first of all, it's like everything in alignment. I heard like everything coming together, like the two balanced parts of you, or 22, maybe you and your counterpart balanced together, coming into contact with this new balanced earth energy. Give me another one for, okay. Yeah, the Six of Roses. Which was funny because last time I was using it in a war sense, but I feel like maybe it's still in a war sense. I feel like this cycle of disharmony, losing the war, like they lost the war type of energy. And now the energy of light is about to start getting pulsed out. Okay, we got the Two of Keys with the treasure. I feel like they never expected the treasure to be hidden within us in this way, in a way that they could not stop. Yeah, with the Seven of Scrolls or the Seven of Wands. It says intricacies in industry. I feel like they got so caught up on the details. They're so funny. Okay, they got so caught up on the details. Okay, the devil was in the details. I feel like they've got very caught up on the details of, like, contracts, and keeping us tied up and busy with certain things, that they forgot about the love that was inside of us. They forgot about the chess game they were playing. Okay, they forgot that there were two different energies at play. They got drunk with power and thought that they were always going to be on top because they manipulated history and all of this shit. They didn't expect us to become such open channels and have such access to all of this true and readily available information. Like, they didn't expect this explosion of ascension and light. Okay, so they losing. Look, it's a fated meeting. We were always fated to bring together the two parts of us and to come together as, a society or whatever. The energy of oneness is how we operate. We will always come back to this energy because this is the energy that we come from. Okay, but I feel like, with that airwave stuff not being able to affect you, you have really come a long way so far. You're so powerful. So you just need to realize that, like, you're fully equipped. You're fully equipped and ready to handle whatever may come your way, energetically or physically or all of that. Okay, you're very, very, very protected because you are channeling messages directly from source. Okay, it says polyjuice potion. It says Polyjuice Potion is a highly advanced potion that enables the drinker to take on the appearance of someone else. Okay. It says it is used several times throughout the films. Harry and Ron use it to become Crabbe and Doyle and infiltrate the Slytherin common room in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. And Hermione uses it to take on the appearance of Beatrix Lestrange and break into Gringotts in Harry Potter's and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. I feel like this is getting at, like, energy harvesting. You know what I mean? Like, there was a lot. Look at this. A Bogart. Okay. A Bogart is a creature that takes on the appearance of the thing a person fears the most. Fortunately, they can be defeated by a simple spell, Ridiculous, which will force the Bogart to turn into something the wizard finds amusing instead. I feel like, I don't know, like they were pushing out some sort of energy, some sort of wave, to amplify the energy of fear. Because if we get on this that we own and start following our flights of fancy, then we have the power, the energy to just naturally overpower them. Like, this is what all the magic and scientific, fuckery is really all about. I'm looking at Slytherin. Okay. They slither and they sneak, and they were doing all of this, like playing with our energy and playing with our minds, and now that time is over. They can't do that anymore. So the tables are about to turn, and I feel like spirit's really kind of trying to slide a reminder in there, like, don't let your pride take advantage. Like, don't let your pride take over. Stay in a humble place. They're saying rule differently. Okay, rule differently. Don't try to do things like don't get all power hungry or whatever. Like, I don't know what you're attracting to yourself, but you're attracting something very powerful. Maybe like something that's going to make you very high status, like out of nowhere. So you need to really keep your ego in check. Make sure your ego continues to be something that works for you, and that you keep your connection to the divine as tight as possible right now, okay? Anansi, what is the final thought on this very complex message? Okay. Ooh, babe, me and you. We got the goddess of 10,000 names, okay? It says Isis, endless emanations of the priestess, okay? And then at the bottom of the deck, we got the high priestess, okay? Mysteries revealed in the eyes of Isis, okay? So back to the secrets, the cat being let out of the bag. I feel like there's even more things to be revealed, even more things that we really don't know about. And I feel like sometimes they even release certain things just to instigate a certain reaction. So be very careful about how you're reacting to things at this time, you know, like continue to indulge in that, in the actual freedom that comes from within you. Like, don't trap yourself back into that illusion of freedom that they offer you, is what Anansi is really saying, okay? Oh, yeah. So it says Isis, with many names, forms, associations, and expressions, is referred to as the goddess of 10,000 names. A name holds power. It defines and energizes or limits. The name, faces, and roles that you play are just one of your being. You exist beyond them, beloved initiate. As a vast being, you are currently realizing that you are not limited by previous identities you held. Instead, you are becoming more of your whole self. Enjoy the uncovering of even more you, okay? So it says, just like the Lady Isis, you are a multifaceted, multidimensional being, okay? It is most helpful at this phase in your path that you learn not to attach to roles or identities that may have once held great importance for you or others relating to you. It does not mean that you must cease to relate to that name or role, more that you are realizing it is only a part of you, and there is even more of you wishing to express itself now, you know. He's also saying like your energy is going to increase so much, okay, that your own energy might start to scare the shit out of you, okay? But he's saying, like, just keep calm, okay? You have to realize you are connected to this bigger whole energy, okay? And like, this is what you've been planning and preparing and being prepped for, and dropping all of the heaviness and all of this so that you could fly properly when this switch in energy came in, okay? So you are more than ready emotionally and energetically to handle whatever energy comes in, like I said before, you know. So it's like right now at this time, you're just going to have to look at yourself as a part of the bigger whole, you know, as a part of the source energy. And, you know, source could never lose. Okay. God never don't ever lose. Okay. So you just need to know, like, as long as you're connected into this, you don't have to worry about people or beings who are hiding who they really truly are, who have to take on the appearance of someone or something else just to, you know, be taken seriously, you know, and just look at these creatures or whatever's going, these nasty energies that you can see clearly, that you can call out with no problem as ridiculous, because that's just what they are. You hold the power. And with that, you know, I'm done. Okay. I hope you guys have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day, and that you got something that you needed out of this. Okay. Hope that it was not confusing. And I'll see you later. Bye.